the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no bet.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Interception, baby, all day.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
It'd be fun for us to keep our eyes on wide receiver Jarvis Landry because we know if the ball's going to be in the air, he's likely to be on the receiving end. A 4-time Pro Bowler, he plays with an intensity that rubs off on his teammates.
They run with Thompson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Let's meet the starting 11 on defense for San Francisco. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, and he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. On the delay, here's Carson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. On 2nd and 9. Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Play is under review.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Come on, baby, let's go. Dig side. Pac-Man.
gain on the play.
54, right there.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Mike 5-4.
On play action, it's Wentz. And brought in by Jarrell Adams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Okay, double up.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And an alley to run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. On second down, Barber. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Wentz to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Yeah, they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Brought down by Nate Gehry. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man open. It's Wims. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now Austin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They run it here with Thompson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain there. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, going to get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Right there, 54.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Allen now looks to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
To throw, it's Allen, and that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. What's this on?
They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the draw, it's Scarlett. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. To the air, Allen. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Wentz now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wentz now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run the draw with Barber, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his tight end, Burton. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Wentz. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. What do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
No, definitely a little bit of disappointment there because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Tackle made there by Camille Correa.
Don't be mad.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. Pass caught left side by Humphries. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now third down.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. He may try and run for this. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now third and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Peyton Barber. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
At the 49ers, 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Thompson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by David Long.
Mine's 56.
A gain
Mine's
of
56.
16 yards.
All day, dog.
And the Steelers first down.
On first down, it's Carson. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Jermaine Carter on the
They run again with Carson. And some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here we go. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Wentz now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Andrew Billings picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Scarlett. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Keep playing hard,
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. He's got Lewis. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down.
Offense.
This might push him back further. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
Now on 2nd and 16, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Here we go.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
56, right there. Here we go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's got this down to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Start offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Steelers 21.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Offense.
That'll make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
54 Mike. It's coming this way, Here we go.
This is Scarlett on the carry. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the 33-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! Watch the run! Watch the run! What's this up?
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz out to the right to Humphries.
That's it!
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there. And it's second down. On second down now, it's Carson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Watch the run. They're running it.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Allen going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This game it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Steelers. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Jermaine Carter on the stop.
56, the muck, 56, check 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you just hold a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had them pinned on the 2. Not anymore. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And here's Allen throwing again to Thompson on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Allen. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Go! Go!
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. The end result, 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Pass caught left side by Humphries. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start it now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.